Well, basically, I was waiting for Fuyuki to respond to some of the files I sent him and see what he was going to do. So I started to add some instruments myself to the songs that I had sent him, because I didn't want to just sit there during the holidays. Then I saw a YouTube video about music AI, and I thought, I'll just check it out. I went to the site, started messing around with it, and realized that it can be a useful tool to help me fill out and make my current songs better. And it's sort of been going down the rabbit hole from there, and I think it's going to change the way that I make music in the future. Ultimately, it might mean that I replace humans that I've worked with, collaborating with AI. It's already working pretty well. I know it's controversial to use AI as a tool if you consider yourself a true musician. Really trying to be as much a part of the process as possible. I'm putting my stamp on it in many ways, including my own chord progressions, my singing, adding instruments. If I can be a significant part of the process, then I'm going to be happy if the end result moves me. And it's going that direction right now. Eventually, it's not going to be much different than what I've been doing. Right now it is, because when you work with AI, you get a lot of crap that any of my collaborators would never even attempt to do something as poor. They would never submit to me something that is that bad. So let's say I put in my chord progression and I put in my vocals and vocal melody, and I want some augmentation of that. Or I get crap for literally sometimes hours working on it, and then there'll be this magic moment. But I think eventually it's going to learn what I want, and it seems to be doing that already, unless it's my imagination, and giving me better quality or stuff that fits better to what I appreciate. But I believe this technology is moving very quickly, and I think eventually it's going to be like having a really good musician friend who works for free, helping me make good music. Over the last 25 to 30 years, I've worked mainly as a recording artist, I guess, with limited collaborations, meaning after I stopped working with bands, my first collaborative project was with a bass player, and we made a whole album where I did the lyrics and the vocals, and he did mainly the music. So it's just two people. And then I went on to another project where it was two people, myself and a guitarist. We co-wrote the material together. Then I did an album which was just me, but I had a lot of guest musicians on it, because so that was a little bit different. And then I did another project with one other guy, a keyboardist. And then finally I did the Fever Hold album, which was two other people. So in that sense, I am doing the same thing now with AI. I consider it one person, which is kind of maybe weird, but I call him Alex, and he's the person who adds the guitars and sometimes string arrangements or keyboards. So I consider that to be my new collaborator. In that sense, it's not different than what I've been doing in the last 25 or 30 years. There are limitations to AI currently, and that has to do with the quality of the instrumentation and the vocals that are added to what I do, mainly in the instrumentation. What I mean is, if you look at the individual tracks that AI produces, they are of questionable quality at times. Now, they work well together as a song usually, but if you take them and you isolate them, and you take what we call stems, individual tracks, and you listen to them, they are rough. But they're made to work together as a whole. What I actually heard is that they are taking their source material from really compressed files, AI is, which is resulting in poorer quality. So you get lucky sometimes. I have a song called Stoner Creep, which is probably the best sounding of them yet, which really is very close to pretty professional sounding. But then I have other songs where you can definitely hear the artifacts of other instruments bleeding over and that kind of thing. So I think the limitation is definitely the quality of the sound, not what it produces, because ultimately it produces good music. It's just that quality's not there yet. I've shared some of the AI music that I've created with other musicians, and mixed response. One particular musician who I've worked with in the past, including the project I mentioned earlier, was very much against any kind of AI music, and including what I did. Once he knew it was AI, he said, I don't want to listen to or be involved with any AI music on principle. And I said, well, does it matter how good it sounds? Ultimately, it doesn't matter how good it sounds. It's not acceptable. Another musician friend doesn't know yet that one of the songs I sent him was AI assisted, and he thinks it's the best thing I've ever done, and he said it's the best song he's heard in a long time overall, not just from me. I haven't told him yet. Another musician friend, I played it for him when I was with him, and he said he doesn't like the fact that it's AI, but he likes the song a lot, so he's willing to kind of overlook it. And he analyzed this guitar solo that was created by Alex AI and loves it, thinks it's amazing, and he's able to allow that to move him. So mixed response, and I think this is going to be across the board with all musicians. Some people are going to be adamantly against it, and some people will embrace it because, again, at the end of the day, if something moves you, then does anything else really matter? I have mixed feelings about it now, about AI, but I don't think they will last. It's just like when I first heard a drum machine, I thought, that's not cool. To take away my job as a drummer, right? I don't like drum machines. Every step of the way in technology, people have mixed feelings when it first appears, and then you accept it and you work with it. So I'm still in shock. To be honest with you. It really depends on the day. Sometimes I wake up and go, what am I doing? Am I cheating? Right? And then some days I wake up and I put on what I've been working on the night before, and I just get a big smile on my face. And I go, this is amazing. And I know I'm in there. I know I'm part of it. It's like a threesome. You just want to be in there somewhere.